Hello and welcome to Virtually Writing. I'm Scott Hauge, Head of Youth Services at the Century Bureau Public Library, and I'm here with our special guest Jaimie Engle, author of Meadowmouth and Clifton Chase at Castle Rock, and we're going to be talking about writing.
Our favorite thing to talk about.
Exactly. Now, the first thing you might wonder about writing is, why would I do such a thing? Why would I write? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, we've discussed this before. You know, the man has been writing since they figured that out. They've got pictures, which ironically we've done full circle because now we're communicating with pictures again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a fact. But, you know, we have to write to tell our story and to understand the world around us. And I think that's the key. And that's why I write. If anyone's experienced 2020, yeah. Y'all know that we need to write about this junk because it's just a lot, right? There's a lot we don't understand. There's a lot we can't make sense of. And I feel that if you write, then at least you can answer it yourself. And you can close it at the end.
And that applies to whether you're noveling or journaling. But writing down helps us work through different kinds of problems within ourselves, problems between us and our friends, problems with society as a whole. But as Jaimie intimated, writing is about much more than that. Writing goes back to the first history of man, when it was actually an oral tradition, and people gathered around the campfire to listen to the tribal storyteller tell his stories. So way, way back, writing is deeply ingrained into the brains of mankind. Storytelling is deeply ingrained into the brains of mankind. It helps us remember our history, it helps us remember our connections to each other, and it helps us remember our connections to the world.
Right. Story it's in everything. You know, if you really look at your favorite commercials, your favorite advertisements, if there's a story behind it, you're going to remember it. And you might actually go out and buy it because you want to be a part of that story. You
Exactly.
know, it's really important for us to think about our lives and leaving a mark. And I think telling a story is a great way to leave a mark.
And if you prefer the lighter side of writing, writing is a great form of immersive entertainment. There is nothing more wonderful than losing yourself in a great story, getting totally absorbed by the characters and the events of the story, and maybe even shedding a tear or two when your favorite character dies or meets something really hard to deal with.
I'm not even going to lie and say my husband and I weren't watching Endgames last night and both crying and saying we are the world's biggest nerds. We're crying. And you know what? It was beautiful.